Hey Legends, Bluey video. Let's go.
Bluey. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Bluey moments that made us ugly cry.
Apple cry. Check. Pick myself up. Check. Dust myself off. Check. And keep going. The show must go on. Check.
For this list, we'll be looking at the happiest, saddest, and most touching moments from the children's television show that made our eyes well up. There will be spoilers, so this is your warning. Which of our picks caused you to break out the tissues? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Jack describes how he sees himself. Our hearts break for the Jack Russell Terrier when he explains his situation to his new friend Rusty.
No, there's something going on with me. I'm not good at doing what I'm told. I can't sit still, and I can't remember anything, like numbers or letters on my hat.
Jack, who has ADHD, claims to struggle with following directions, remembering things, and keeping still. It's sad to see him doubt himself, especially considering he is capable of the things he says he's not.
Why can't you do as you're told? I don't know.
He demonstrates his memory,
Dang.
obedience, and ability to stay put during a game of army with the Red Kelpie.
I loved it. All the other soldiers are counting on you. I was really good at Sentry. You're really good at Sentry.
Rusty's response is simple, but kind and supportive, which helps both Jack and us feel better, turning our sad tears into happy ones.
Well, you're really good at playing army.
Things get even better at the end of the episode when Rusty reunites with his father upon his return from patrol. These two pups have our heart. Number 9. Mackenzie's childhood memory.
Ooh.
This flashback moment suggests one of Bluey's friends suffers from PTSD.
Mackenzie, why did you leave me behind? What?
One more, or at least abandonment anxiety, like abandonment issues.
We didn't. You did. You left me behind on purpose. Why would we do that? I don't know.
During a game of space, Mackenzie continues to run away from his friends Jack and Rusty. He's not sure why until he confronts a traumatic childhood memory.
Mom? Mom?
The border collie goes
That mo- that moment put in perspective to me how just a single moment can leave you just how a single moment at childhood can leave you scarred for
through a
years.
storm drain and recalls sliding down a tube slide as a pup. At the bottom, he calls out for his mom, fearing that he has been abandoned. Thankfully, teacher Calypso finds young Mackenzie and assures him that his mom is still there.
Are you okay?
My mum left me behind.
She didn't. You just got mixed up in the slide. She's just over there. Mackenzie!
She then encourages the pup to move on, emotionally speaking.
Mackenzie, you know what's here now. You don't need to keep coming back to this place.
Okay.
Now run, Mackenzie, go!
While we're happy Mackenzie is able to find closure, watching him relive the event is tragic. Number 8. Bluey and Judo abandon Bingo. Bluey and Bingo often enjoy playing together. However,
This one hurt
when their
me.
neighbor
This one
Judo
hurt.
joins them for a game of butterflies, she convinces the older sister to leave the younger one behind.
Hurry up, Bingo. Hey, Bluey. Yeah? Let's run away from Bingo. What? Why? She's taken ages. Well,
Bingo emerges from her pretend cocoon to discover that her playmates have moved on. She confronts the older girls, only for them to run away again. The rejection really hurts Bingo and brings tears to our eyes. The shot of the young red healer sadly singing to herself in the fabric swing is especially heart-wrenching.
poor little bug on the wall, ding ching. No one to love him at all, ding ching.
Bluey, feeling remorseful, eventually returns to make amends.
No one to tickle his toes, ching ching. No one to blow his nose, ching ching.
Number 7. Bluey misses rooming with her sister.
Oh, this one.
Although it's the girls' idea that Bluey move into the room across the hall, their plan fails to stick.
Then we'll each have our own bedroom.
Well, okay.
Who
the course of the episode, it becomes clear that Bluey and Bingo don't want to sleep separately.
Night, Bluey. Night, Bingo.
Not yet. Not
Sleep
yet.
tight. You too. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Take care of Gloria and Lampy.
Bandit in the
They
background
are
is
going to bed
hilarious.
by splitting up their belongings and exchanging adorable hand-drawn messages. Chili eventually asks Bluey what else she needs in order to go to sleep.
What else do you need? How about one last message?
While we don't hear her answer, we're pretty sure she replies by saying she needs her sister. The episode's final shot shows the girls together in Bluey's bed.
Does she miss her old room?
No. It's not the room.
Their sisterly
That just shows sibling love, man.
is so
It's
sweet, we can't help but cry.
Hmm.
Number 6. Chili and her dad reminisce about the past.
Oh.
We all know that Chili is a loving mother, but this moment shows that she's a dedicated daughter as well. She takes Bluey and Bingo to see her dad Mort while he's recovering from an illness and has instructions to rest.
Is that why
Yep.
Mom wants you to rest? So your thumb.
This episode got my family personally because we've gone through a very similar situation.
Get better?
Yeah, probably.
Then why don't you?
Well, it should be up to me. They're my thumbs.
During their visit, Mort stubbornly refuses to heed his doctor and daughter's orders, much like the way Bluey refuses to eat her pumpkin seeds. Chili expresses why it's important to her that Mort take care of himself, which he overhears.
If he was here, he'd just say, shouldn't it be up to me?
No, it shouldn't. I'm his daughter. He should take care of himself for me because I still need him.
They have a nice reunion at the end of the episode, during which they
That
reflect
single
on
line
their
hits
childhood.
hard.
I knew you would.
Mom, look, I'm eating my pumpkin seeds. Hooray! And Granddad's resting.
Hooray. Briefly, a younger version of Chili is shown sitting on the dock beside her father. It's a truly touching moment. Number 5. Chili explains why Aunt Brandy stayed away.
Oh, sorry. Okay. When it gets, it'll likely be the number 1 spot, but when it gets to a certain moment, I'm probably going, oh. But this one, yeah. I did not see this one
Chili's
coming.
Sister Brandy prompts Bluey to ask about why she stayed away for so long. This brings about one of the saddest revelations in the show.
Are you okay? Yeah, I will be. I'm sorry, Chili.
Not only is she unable to build the family she wants, but she finds it difficult to maintain a relationship with Chili, Bandit, Bluey, and Bingo.
It's just hard seeing you all, you know? I know.
Number 4. Bingo flies off to space.
Oh. My personal headcanon theory is that this episode, along with other like little bits and moments in the show's history, kind of foreshadows at least the possible. In my headcanon, it foreshadows what will happen in their future.
The episode depicting evolution shows Bluey and Bingo simulating prehistoric life and the progression of humans, well, dogs, acting as parent and child.
Ooh, pretend this is land. Yeah, and pretend we're frogs. Yeah, frog dogs. Frog dogs. Ribbit! But keep pretending you're still my baby frog dog. No, pretend that I've grown into a toddler frog dog.
Their characters get progressively older until Bingo is grown and Bluey is using a pretend cane. The younger healer takes off in a spaceship, leaving the older one alone.
Look, Mom, I built a spaceship to go and explore space. Oh, you're always such a clever thing. Bye, Mom. Thanks for looking after me. That's okay, honey.
This is where it gets really deep. Early
The only one that I think does it, the only episode I think says that hard-hitting message home more would be Sleepy Time, which likely they will bring up.
later in the episode, Bluey's cave dog drawings suggest Chili and Bandit are holy beings residing atop the porch stairs. When Bingo flies away, Bluey is left feeling directionless until her parents call her to join them.
Hey.
Dang, I didn't think of that. Shoot. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that perspective.
Bandit's final remark pretty much confirms that Bluey's walk up the steps symbolizes a peaceful death.
This is heaven.
We know it's
Dang! Oh, dang! I did not think of it that way. I read this. I read this ending differently.
a game, but the bittersweet ending always gets us. Number 3, Bluey and
How is this number 3? How is it? No, this is number 1 for. Oh no, no. Content. This is the first. At least I think when I started watching Bluey, this was the first episode that had those moments that hit hard out of nowhere. And this episode to me is my personal favorite. This is my personal favorite episode in the series, or at least my favorite deep, deep deep cut moment, just because how it comes out of nowhere. Where this is my personal favorite. Oh, how is it at number 3?
Jean-Luc reunite. While camping with her family, Bluey makes friends with Jean-Luc, a French-Canadian Labrador. Despite the language barrier, the two children enjoy playing together. When it comes time for Jean-Luc and his family to leave, he's unable to communicate it to Bluey.
Bye, Jean-Luc. See you tomorrow. No, pas demain matin.
Oh, just kudos to the Bluey team. Oh my gosh, so much respect to y'all. Like, not even understanding what he's saying, you can tell. You could tell how he feels.
Au revoir, Bluey.
Oh.
It's heartbreaking to watch the Blue Healer discover her new buddy's absence.
You mean they're gone?
I'm afraid so, sweetheart.
I'll give some. I think another reason why this hits me so hard is that uh would be the same reason as to why Luca, if any of you've seen that short that I made about my review of Luca after watching it, is because it reminds me of my own childhood and how after moving from place to place, I've left many friends that I feel like I grew up with, and I try to stay in contact with them to this day. I try, but I feel like I do a bad job with that. I just feel like I just don't, because I'm not in touch with them as much as I want to. And also, I just sometimes I feel with certain friends of mine that I've left, which was out of my control, but I feel like if I was still with them, like certain, I just feel like either possibly their lives or mine could end up differently if I was there with them. And I long for a moment like this episode of Bluey where I'll see my friends again, and we could be just as close as we were when we saw each other on a regular basis. And this, of course, reference it in connection to at least the episode. There are friends that I made when I lived in other places that I have not seen in years. I haven't seen in years, and possibly even close to. I fear the idea that I haven't some friends I haven't seen in close to a decade. There are friends I honestly fear I haven't seen for 10 years. And I miss them. I miss them a lot, and I just want to get a chance to see them again.
Chili advises Bluey to be happy about the time she spent with him, while giving her hope that they might meet again.
And that's the message I need to take it because I do value the time I had with these close friends of mine.
Sometimes special people come into our lives, stay for a bit, and then they have to go.
But that's sad.
It is. But the bit where they were here was happy, wasn't it?
To our tearful delight, they reunite years later. The show rarely depicts what's in store for Bluey and Bingo's futures. The montage of the younger healer's friendship with Leela is one of the few other times that does.
Another one that hits you out of nowhere. Another moment that hits you out of nowhere, man. Bro. Because also, again, this episode,
So,
this montage right here.
Where's my friend now? And I hope we're friends forever and ever and ever.
I have multiple friends, but there are some I think of in my immediate friends circle that's like this. We've known each other for so long, and that despite me moving away and coming back, we are still friends to this day. Oh, um, oh, these moments hit me. Oh, they hit me hard. And shockingly, they haven't gotten me to cry yet, but I won't put it past the show to get me at some point.
that makes Bluey's moment with Jean-Luc even more special.
Dang it! Why are you interrupting? Why? Why are you interrupting such goodness? So to me, camping is my favorite episode. It should be at number one. To me, it should be because at least to what it means to me. Okay, next.
Number 2, Bella reassures Chili. The flashback-heavy episode about Chili as a new mom has a couple of touching moments. It shows Bluey and her schoolmates as infants learning mobility. Chili's discouraged when Bluey doesn't start walking in the time frame she wants.
Judo had won the baby race.
Ow, biscuit. You upset with me that I lost the baby race?
No, sweetie. Look, we were all learning to do things for the first time. I just felt like I was doing everything wrong.
A clip from another episode, the show suggests that at one point Chili suffered a miscarriage. Whether that's the case or not, we can understand why she would feel much pressure to help her firstborn succeed.
I think I paused at the wrong time. Look at the eyes. The team honestly confirmed that, so making it hit even harder.
Or not, we can understand why she would feel so much pressure to help her firstborn succeed. Thankfully, Coco's mom, veteran parent Bella, offers Chili words of reassurance.
You must have learned a thing or two.
I have. And there's something you need to know.
What?
You're doing great.
Her support causes the Red Healer and us to well up.
Are they happy tears, Mum?
Yeah. Happy tears, honey.
I feel a majority of at least new parents definitely need to hear that, or just throughout raising a child. I just feel parents do need to hear that. Like the ones that are truly like not. The only reason I say not every parent because the common quote that I often see on YouTube comment sections is like every child deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child. So at least when that quote like reigns true in some cases, that's where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, saying if you're doing your best, that's good. If the parents that aren't good examples,
We do so again when baby Bluey finally learns to walk. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Bingo is comforted in the hospital.
That one came out. No, that one also did not expect that.
The Red Healer's loved ones make an uplifting home video for her.
Everyone gets sick sometimes, not just Bumpy. Being sick is just a part of life.
A classic game gets a rule change. Chili advises her family to live in the moment.
In this version of musical statues, there's no winner or loser. It's It's not about getting to the end, or getting to the weekend, or the forever weekend. It's a musical thing. You're just supposed to dance while the music's being played.
Band
You don't get enough moments like that if you don't choose to. If you don't choose to, you lose a lot of those precious moments of living in it.
It makes a promise that melts our hearts. We don't doubt him for a second.
I promise I'll always love you.
Bingo is a hero. Her epic journey teaches her she can survive anything, even her dad's absence.
You're my hero, Bingo.
And oh, I'm sorry to say this, but this proves the point of importance of dads in the family. Oh, I'm sorry. I just see certain like certain communities say like men are how men and fathers are unimportant and stuff on both sides. Those that like, and I'm like, that is just wrong. That's just. Mm. But not just people who say they don't need one. Also, like the father deadbeat dads for another example. Like, you don't know how much of an impact you have on your children. Ugh, with your presence and absence. Ugh.
Chili helps Bluey with her dam. Our tears rival the amount of precipitation in this episode. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell.
I like that one. It had very little dialogue. Okay, it didn't need
To
it.
be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Bingo's emotional nocturnal journey.
Okay. I can understand why Sleepy Time got number 1. I can understand that. I can understand it because this episode, out of the rest of the series so far, many say this one is the best episode in the series.
This award-winning episode brings tears to our eyes over and over.
Mom, I want to do a big girl sleep tonight and wake up in my own bed.
You do your best, honey.
Dang it! This made me like I don't even remember. I don't even remember when I stopped sleeping with my parents. I don't even remember when I first slept in my bed by myself.
But remember, I'm always here if you need me.
It follows Bingo throughout a single night's sleep, depicting both her reality and dream state. The 4-year-old ends up sleepwalking during the night, and her galactic dreams parallel her real-life experiences. For instance, when she drops her toy Floppy, she imagines the stuffed bunny leaving her in outer space. Chili overhears Bingo crying in her sleep and briefly offers her comfort. She's represented in the dream by the sun. While still unconscious, Bingo finds the strength to be a big girl and rest on her own. We can't help but cry tears of pride when the sun rises on Bingo asleep in her own bed.
And Chili got to sleep in the bed all her own. Oh, and the connection that this I think there was a connection to this episode with separation anxiety as well. Oh.
Do you agree with our picks?
Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to react to a Bluey video of some sort, and there are others I want to look at, but this is one that definitely I wanted to talk about because as you heard, like camping and like the moments about friendship and stuff, that touched me deeply because that just touched my personal history, and again, just kudos to the Bluey team. Like, respect to y'all because, as I said in the short that I made about Bluey, I think the first one I made, I said Bluey to me is the greatest kids show of all time, and I still feel that way. I still love the ones that I grew up with, but I'm very happy and proud that kids growing up now can watch the show, and also young adults like myself, parents. It's like you can like people can you can just get a lot out of just watch, watching it because it's it's just not like it's not the conventional kids show where and it teaches lessons that you could that either you can learn or you just need a refresher on. Anyway, it tackles topics that you don't typically ever expect out of a kids show. Infertility, uh, miscarriages, like separation anxiety, abandonment issues, learning the concept of fear of failure, or learning the ability to lose, like adversity, or just yeah, a lot, or the concept of loss, of death. Like it's the show has tackled stuff like that. It's great. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way through, I commend I kudos to you because my brain cannot work to where I can think of the word I want to say. Kudos to y'all for making it to the end of this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, share this video. Hope you enjoyed it. React to my madness. Do you like Bluey? Have you heard about it? What do you think about it? Please let me know. I'll see y'all in the next one. See y'all later.